So we can get started.
Okay.
All right. Good evening.
Good evening, everybody. Ladies, it is my honor to welcome everyone to the opening of WIC Week, which coincides perfectly with International Women's Day. So on behalf of all the board members and the members of NAWIC, we welcome everyone and wish you a very happy International Women's Day. It has been a very rough year for women, and I've spoken to a lot of women in different industries, and I've come up with some of these statistics that are frightening. 3 million women have been pushed out of the workforce this year. 3 million.
Ellen,
Yes.
you're getting an echo, so I'm not sure if you have another device on.
What would you like me to do?
Is there an echo? Or can
everyone hear me?
I can hear you, but it's an echo.
I don't know how to get rid of the echo.
Is there another device you have on?
Nope.
Oh, I think the echo is gone now, unless you hear it on your end.
Tell me if you hear it.
Yes, it's gone.
Oh my God, isn't that amazing? I didn't do anything. The power of a woman. I just said shut off and it shut off. In any event, ladies, forgive me for the technological issues that we all have been having on Zoom. International Women's Day is a call to challenge. It's a choice to challenge women this year and to challenge others to get rid of this gender bias and negativity, to strive for pay parity this year, to raise awareness regarding equality, and to get women involved in all facets of construction. I'm very proud of our chapter, and as president, I know we've made a difference in some of our women's position in life, but we get together and we try to brainstorm ways to improve the conditions and the issues affecting women in construction. To that end, we got a lovely proclamation from our mayor of New York City, Bill de Blasio, and I'd just like to read it quickly. Dear friends, it's a great pleasure to join with NAWIC and the Long Island Chapter 240 in celebrating Women in Construction Week. New York's iconic landscape of buildings and infrastructure continues to set new standards for sustainability, resiliency, and innovation. And my administration is committed to building upon our One New York City plan and ensuring that New York City's infrastructure is smarter and safer for generations to come. Our thriving construction sector is a vital partner in these efforts, and for many women working in this industry who've made a tremendous impact with talent, tenacity, and creativity. An invaluable advocate and powerful voice for women in construction, NAWIC and its vast network of chapters have offered the support, guidance, and helped women to advance in their careers, providing opportunity for leadership and professional development, continuing education, networking, and public service. I am proud to join with NAWIC in recognizing all the outstanding women that fuel our city's progress, and I look forward to the ways in which this organization will forge a brighter, more equitable future for all New Yorkers. On behalf of the City of New York, I offer my best wishes for a wonderful week and continued success. And that is from our mayor. I'm proud to introduce Zakiyah Knox from the Department of Labor, who has been sitting to tell us all about these wonderful opportunities that the Department of Labor has. So without further ado, Ms. Knox, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. So good evening, ladies. As she has already stated, my name is Zakiyah Knox from the Department of Labor. I am an ATR, Apprenticeship Trainee Representative. I've been with Department of Labor for a little over 4 years now. And I help sponsors, help apprentices gain on-the-job training. So that's pretty much what it is in a nutshell. Apprenticeship is a time-honored approach program who train skilled workers through a combination of different skills, both on-the-job training and with classroom instruction. Depending on the trade, depends on the length of time they will learn the trade. Once they complete the program, they will get a state certificate and a card that they can use all throughout the United States. The sponsors, any sponsor or any program who is interested in becoming a trade program with the Department of Labor can just simply apply through us. And once they get applied, their program gets recognized as a DOL apprenticeship program. We do offer grants to programs for their apprentices to help them with their on-the-job training. And we also have hundreds of different fields that any male or female apprentice would like to join. We do have construction, of course, electricians, plumbers, technical jobs such as computer-related industries. What else do we have? We have police officers and fire departments. We have, what else? We have painters. We also have just a whole slew of different jobs. What else can I tell you? Is there anything in particular that you guys would like to know about the apprenticeship program?
Yes, I think what we, and I'm speaking on behalf of other folks, so forgive me, but what are the minimum requirements for getting into the program? Do you have to complete
as apprentice?
Sorry,
As a sponsor or as an apprentice?
as an apprentice.
Well, they don't have to have any skills whatsoever. At the minimum, all they will really need is their high school or GED, high school diploma or GED. That's it. They don't have to have any skills whatsoever. For some trades, a license may be required, but for most, it's not.
A license in terms of a driver's license?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. For some programs, they may need to take like an entry exam, but it all depends. And it's just basic knowledge, reading and math, just to see where they're at. And that's about it, because some programs may require some math. So they just would like to see, where the apprentice is at in terms of their education level.
Is there a cost with it?
No cost whatsoever comes out of the pocket of the apprentice. Most sponsors will pay for their related instruction. Now, you may have one or two programs out of the hundreds that may not pay for the related instruction, but mostly the unions will pay for your related instruction. The related instruction has to be a school that is accredited by the Department of Education.
Okay.
So like I said earlier, depending on the trade, the program will last anywhere from 1 year to 5 years that they will be in related instruction.
Wow.
Yeah, I believe like construction, I believe it's like 2 years.
So for instance, if you're interested in being an electrician and they put out the announcement, what is the next step? Do you show up at a specific site? How does that work?
It all depends on the sponsor, because they set up their own recruitments. Some may have you show up in person. Some may have you apply online. More than likely, their announcement will be on our website.
Okay.
And you can always look on our website to see which programs are hiring at the moment, because we always have many that are hiring for any given amount of time. Sometimes their hiring may be for 7 months. Some may be for 2 weeks. So you just have to continuously look on our website to see. But now with COVID going on, most of them are doing everything online instead of having them show up in person, unless they're called back for an interview. Yeah.
And Doreen asks if there are some programs that are more popular than others.
Really, I mean, but the ones that generally gets a lot of feedback and a lot of people applying for them are the construction and the electricians and the plumbers.
Okay.
Those 3 usually, because they're always hiring. They're always hiring. Most programs put out a recruitment once a year, but there's so many that you could just pick which one you want to join.
So there are many electrical and there are many plumbing.
Many construction. Those 3 in particular, you will definitely see on our webpage.
So is it the union that's putting it out or a specific organization?
A union.
Okay.
The non-unions, they usually, you know, because they're much smaller, so they'll usually like hire from within their company, you know, someone that you may know that puts you on, that type of thing. But the unions, because they're so big, they'll just put out a formal announcement.
Got it.
Yeah.
Do you see, I'm sorry, go ahead. No, I was going to ask if you see more women coming in for the apprenticeship program, or you're seeing a lack of women. I'm just curious.
Honestly, since I've been here, I've seen women definitely come in, but not at the numbers we would like to see them come in. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Definitely apply, but it's a very small amount, very small.
And how would you, and I'm saying you on behalf of the Department of Labor, how would you get more women in? Is there something we can do to help you, or?
Well, these marketing events definitely help. These marketing, I mean, and that's pretty much the only way we can get them in. We try to encourage the sponsors to try to utilize different avenues to try to encourage women to come in,
Yeah.
especially going to the non-direct entry programs such as NU, who has primarily women in their program who they can get females from, you know, but we just continuously year round go to these marketing events and try to get as many women encouraged to participate in these programs. But it's hard. It's hard.
Do you find that they're still unfilled, the programs? Like, can we pull from high schools or some other places to get women in, you know, to fill what may be a shortage?
Yes, you can. You definitely can. And most of the time, we do go to high schools to market the apprenticeship program. And, you know, once I get finished talking to them, they do seem very interested.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
Do they
Just getting the information to, you know what I mean?
Right. You know, the thing is that a lot of people don't really know about these apprenticeship programs. A lot of people, and all the information is right there on our website. But a lot of people don't know about it.
I didn't know about it. That's why I'm asking you all these questions, because now I know where to send folks when they ask me that.
Yeah, definitely refer them to our website. All the information, every answer, every question can be answered if they take a look. I'm sorry?
What is the name of the website?
labor.ny.gov.
Okay, and then you would just look apprenticeship, look up apprenticeship?
Yes, apprenticeship. I don't know why they have us all the way at the bottom of the page, but once you get there, you'll definitely see apprenticeship listed at the bottom.
Can we link that with our website? Can we link your, okay, we can. Maybe that's a way to get women there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there limits?
I'm sorry.
Are there age limits for joining the apprenticeship?
I believe they just have to be 18 and over.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And no maximum.
I'm sorry.
Can be told to join.
I can.
You
What
can't
did you-
be told to join. This is just a minimum age, but not a maximum age.
Right. Correct.
Thanks for asking that, Regan. I was
So I found out about these events, like I see it on the news, like every so often you see an event announced, and then there's a line of guys standing up for 2 days waiting outside. There's opportunities to get an application. Is there an easier way to get this done? Because I can imagine like certain people are not going to be able to stand online for 2 days.
But like I said, because of COVID, they're probably not going to be doing the stand online thing anymore. Everything will probably be online.
Okay.
Yeah, and it'd probably be the best way for them to, fill out the application and submit it.
Is there any kind of a flyer or virtual flyer that you may have for the apprenticeship program that we can share as well?
Most likely on our website, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely, yes. I can share my link with you.
Okay, great.
At the end of our meeting. And once you click on that link, it'll take you directly to the flyers and apprenticeship information.
Can you talk about some of the earning potential for being in these types of industries, and especially unionized ones?
Sure. Well, with each sponsor, they definitely decide on how much they're willing to pay each apprentice. Depending on the sponsor, we just tell them that they definitely have to pay them over minimum wage, or at least at minimum wage. Most unions, they will pay way above minimum wage. So some may start at $25 an hour or even $30 an hour. And depending on the length of the program, by the time they get close to finishing, they will make close to journey worker wages. And the journey worker wages will be the highest at the beginning level of a person who was an apprentice, which that figure will probably be around $75 an hour, maybe at the minimum. That's just at the minimum.
So is that prevailing wage rates?
No, the prevailing wage rates, depending on the sponsor, will probably be slightly lower.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And in terms of the long term, after you've become, the steps are being an apprentice and a journeyman, what is the earning potential after that?
Again, that's up to the sponsor. But as I stated before, their beginning salary will be where the journey worker rate is currently at.
Okay.
At the moment, and then they'll just keep increasing the longer they stay in that working for that company.
Okay. And is there I completely went blank. Sorry. Okay. So after you're in the apprenticeship program, are you guaranteed a job with the company, or is there something you have to be selected?
All right. So let me put this out there real quick before answering that question. The Department of Labor do not set any guidelines for how much any apprentice is going to get paid for any program that is within the Department of Labor. We just make sure 3 definite things: that they are working, they have to be working the entire time they're in the program. They have to be getting paid either $15 or over an hour, and they must attend related instruction, aka school.
Okay.
The sponsors, each individual sponsor, whether they're union or non-union, discuss with their board members how much each apprentice will get paid. When they finish the program, it's totally up to the sponsor on whether or not they're going to keep them. And as the apprentice as well, because they can decide that they want to leave right after they earn their certificate and their card and go someplace else. But again, that would be totally up to the sponsor. They could have something in writing where the apprentice may have to work X amount of years before leaving, or, you know, as they wish, they can just leave when they earn their certificate.
Okay.
Yeah, we leave the logistics of their program to them.
Mhm.
We don't run their program. We just want them to get people in.
And
Yeah.
the question we have, does the apprentice candidate have to be a U.S. citizen?
Yes. Yes. And they have to be a resident of New York State.
Okay.
Yeah, they can't live out of state.
And in general, how long are the programs? I heard you said 5 years at one point, but are all of them 5 years?
Depending on each program, like electricians will be a 5-year program. Construction, I believe, is 2. What was the other? Plumber, I believe, it's a 4-year program. Yeah, so they're all different. It depends on which program they decide to work for.
Okay. And so the non-construction, can you give me an example of some of the non-construction related apprenticeship programs you have?
Sure. So we have, as I was telling you earlier, we have some information technology programs such as network administrators, engineers, project managers, software developers, security analysis, data analysis, computer support technician, systems engineers, and so forth.
Okay.
Yeah, we're trying to branch out to other fields outside of construction to make it much broader.
Okay. So we have a question about carpentry. Is there a program for this trade, and how long is it study?
Carpentry, I haven't seen that trade. That has to be something I will have to look up. But honestly, I don't think we have carpentry, to be honest with you. I think we just have construction.
Well, I mean, I think it would probably fall under that. It would fall.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, then that program, I believe, is 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Is there a so you said that each program announces when they're going to be taking applications.
Correct.
How frequently does each program announce? Like, is it annual? Like they'll take new people on, or is it like every few years?
Well, depending on the program, they may do a hiring event once or twice.
Okay.
And when they do that, if they do it twice a year, that means they're only taking certain amount at that given moment. If they do it once a year, they're gonna do like a mass hiring event. Okay. And although they may call an apprentice, they may not start work for like maybe 2 or 3 years because they'll be on a list.
Oh, okay. So you have like whoever is first come, first serve, basically.
Exactly. And they have like a point system. Mm-hmm. So they'll go by their point system, the sponsors, to know where to put you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on the website now, and I see like Boilermakers of Northeast. I see bricklayers. I see Capital Districts, sheet metal.
Mm-hmm.
mill work. And so is it all of New York State? Because I see like there are certain regions, or is Albany?
Yeah.
Talk about that.
So all over the entire state of New York, we have apprenticeship. We have it in every county and all throughout the 5 boroughs.
Mhm.
All of the trades that I have mentioned will be covered in all of these counties.
Okay.
Yeah.
There aren't programs that are specific to certain areas.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Okay. Anyone else have questions? Just in terms of growing more women in this field. I've heard from some of the male tradesmen that a lot of them go into the field and they get discouraged. Like, are there any incentives for employers or for these organizations to hire and keep women, mentor them?
Well, the one great incentive that we have is the expansion grant program that we have now. Each sponsor can apply for up to $300,000 for their apprentices.
Oh, wow.
To keep them on. And I can totally understand why the apprentices get discouraged, because a lot of the times some may get laid off because of lack of work.
Mhm.
So when there's lack of work, who's going to want to stay, right?
Yeah.
But the sponsors definitely want to keep them on. So they try to encourage them, by throwing in some bonuses every now and then. Some may get holiday bonus or whatever, vacation time and so forth. And, of course, obviously they have to continue going to school. But it's hard. It is hard when the program doesn't have any work, And that's the biggest thing with the apprentices. If they're not working, they're not going to want to stay.
So does DOL advertise with big companies to take on these union workers, or is this an industry thing where there's a decline in the need for workers that are unionized?
Well, we definitely try to encourage. The industry to reach out to women in particular, to get them into the programs. We definitely want to see more women.
Okay. And in terms of just the companies that are looking to hire women, or just workers in general that are unionized, are there the big construction companies, do you reach out to them as well?
We do. Okay. We
Okay.
reach out to everyone, union, non-union. We reach out to everyone. Yeah.
And I have a question here. Is Department of Labor looking to achieve diversity goals?
Absolutely. When a sponsor joins Department of Labor, they have to complete and write an affirmative action plan or a non-discrimination plan, detailing how they're going to prevent discrimination at the workplace.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in terms of maintaining, are there any goals of maintaining workers that are of female gender?
Yeah, see, and when they write their affirmative action plan, they have to give us a breakdown of minorities on how many they plan to hire within the next 5 years.
And we have another interesting question. Is it possible to transition from one trade to another if you don't like a particular trade?
Absolutely. No one is ever forced to stay in the apprenticeship program or with that program. And if an apprentice wants to leave and go to another program, they are more than welcome to do that.
I know someone that runs a pre-apprenticeship program and was looking to, her funding comes from private sector. So Department of Labor, what are the requirements for sponsors to get funding from Department of Labor?
They will have to apply. They will have to go on our website, and there's an application that they can fill out and submit.
Okay.
Yeah. But Your friend, she's not with the Department of Labor, correct?
No.
Yeah, so she wouldn't even be able to get the grant money. She would have to register her well,
It's a nonprofit.
she's a how you call it again? She's a my brain is frozen today. She's a direct entry program.
Okay.
Yeah, so she wouldn't be able to. It's only for sponsors, the grant money.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, sorry.
So any feedback to why the canceled recruitment for local law 235 shows on the website?
I have no idea. They could cancel for whatever reason. I wouldn't know unless it was a program I directly work with. Each of us in our office, we have a caseload of maybe about 20, 25 programs. And that particular ATR would know
Okay.
why they cancel. And it could be for whatever reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else that you'd like to add that would be helpful?
Is new? I thought new was gonna be a part of this Zoom meeting.
Yeah, they were supposed to be a part of it, but Thursday they're gonna have their own session. So.
Oh, okay. All I can say is that I'll just need you to tell everyone about the apprenticeship program and just have them go directly to our website and they will get all the information that they need. If we was face to face, I definitely would have given you guys my business card to pass around to give to everyone. They can always call me. Although I'm only in the office once a week, but they can call and leave a message. I'll return the call.
We can post your information.
I was going to say, we can post that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when you record, does the information, well, we can, yeah,
We can put like a caption on the bottom or something like that.
yeah. Mhm.
All
I
right.
think that'll be critical to put on our website. It'll be a way for women, we'll have something that says want jobs,
Yeah,
getting an echo again. Sorry.
that's
It's
me.
all fine.
All right. Thank you so much, Zakiyah.
You're so welcome. You don't have any more questions for me?
Anyone, I'm open it up. Anyone else have questions? Carmen, you've been silent.
Zakiyah, I think they just want to go to the website.
I mean, they'll get all their questions answered from there for sure.
But it's good for you to like highlight and let us know what's available and what's out there.
Hi,
Yeah.
Hi, Zakiyah. This is Priscilla. My dog was barking earlier when I came in, so I put myself on mute. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for your time. And I'm on the Long Island side of the Greater New York chapter.
Oh, okay.
Volunteering as a director. I just wanted to ask you, is there any numbers that you can help provide or anything like that as far as women in New York or Long Island that are in these apprenticeship programs already? Or do you have any statistics that you can help us with just so we can have a better idea on how much more to push for that diversity and inclusion in the programs? You know what I mean?
Yes, right in front of me, no, but I can definitely get the information for you.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. That would be, I'm
Sure.
so a numbers person and see things in graphics.
Absolutely. I can definitely get that for you.
Thank you.
Any more questions? Going once, going twice?
I'm afraid to ask because I think I caused the echo when when I mute, everything's okay. But yes, I wanted to thank you too. Actually, this is kind of eye-opening for me. I'm an engineer and I work for Jacobs, but I never realized that the Department of Labor had these kind of programs for women. And
I didn't even know until I started working for them.
How long, I'm just curious, how long have you been working with these apprenticeship programs and all of that? You may have said that already.
Oh, that's fine. A little over 4 years.
And do you see a lot of women coming into the programs, or do you see also the lack of women coming into the programs?
I definitely see a lack of women, but every time I do visit these programs, I do see some women, even if it's just one. So they're there, but it's still not enough. We still want to see more. But, you know, I do take into consideration that, you know, most ladies look at these industries as male dominated, which they are, you know, and they may not want to get their hands dirty in the literal sense. But I think it's very rewarding.
Yeah.
I wish I knew about it. I would have never went to college. I would have went straight to a trade program. I'm serious. Free education and get
Yeah, it's definitely a pathway that, you know, needs to be considered.
absolutely. I would not have student loans right now if I knew.
I totally understand that too.
I actually work in the field, so I'm a safety site safety manager, and I actually met up with some women that came through new, and one of them was going to nursing school and saw the poster and decided to change. Another
Wow.
was like,
Look
yeah,
at
mid
look
career,
at
you know, and there are some that are like, their image of what work for women, younger women especially, are that, you know, you dress up in a suit and you go to work. But when they hear also about the earning potential, right?
right.
Starting wage for someone that's working in a clerical field compared to, you know, just the apprenticeship level.
Right. Now, starting out, it could be a little low, but when the longer they stay in the program, they will get to that top dollar.
Right.
That's
So
fine. Yeah.
I would change
Worth it.
my work clothes and be happy with that and get my nails done on the weekend and, you know, have
Right.
my money in the bank. So
Right.
yeah, that's
One more question. How long does a student get to complete, if there is a completion time for the program? You said, okay, construction is 2 years. If they go beyond that 2 years, is there something of, or can they go, or is it very strict to that? 5 year for electric, or 4 year, they have to complete it by that time?
We would like them to complete it at the time, but we do understand that life happens. So we will always give each apprentice like an extra year to, you know, complete the program.
Consideration. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you also, another question about the journey worker waging. So after completing that program, if they stay, how many years can they expect to be earning that potential higher salary?
Well, once they get to any worker level, they will continue getting increases. So they could be making close to $100 an hour, probably within the next 5 to 10 years after they complete the program.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think some doctors don't make that much.
It's true.
I mean, but when you look at it, they're doing dangerous work.
Right.
You
Okay.
know, they work on bridges, they work in high-rise buildings, you know, so they earn it.
Yeah.
Deserve
It's
it.
true.
They definitely earn it.
And we need to recruit more women to get into that earning potential.
Yes.
Make it more of a
You know,
visible opportunity.
the way that we can encourage them to join is by just throwing out the money out there, because, you know, females love money. You know, we love money. You know, you just tell them the earning potential that they can make in a couple of years.
Yeah.
That might encourage some of them to join,
Yeah.
or at least give it a shot.
Absolutely.
We kicked off Women in Construction Week yesterday with a virtual reading of a children's book that was on a regional level. And one of the things that the author said that prompted her to write the book was the just the earning potential, and the things that she was teaching her daughter, and when she went by construction sites, and they started making these rhymes, and the book is Build It. So you can just check it out too. I just wanted to connect that because we had a kickoff event yesterday for Women in Construction Week, which is this whole week.
Right. Okay.
So I know some of us have to go. And so once again, Miss Knox, thank you so much for sharing this
Of
information.
course, and you guys can invite me to more events in the future. I would definitely.
Definitely.
You're invited
Yes, definitely.
permanently.
Brendan has your contact information. We'll put that on the website.
And share it just in case you don't.
Yes, and you can put it in the chat.
Okay, yes, I'll definitely do that.
Thank you so much, Zakiyah.
Thank you
this
so
is
much.
You. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Pleasure.
Yes, absolutely. The pleasure was all mine. Type
Great,
mine.
and everyone. Thank you.
Welcome.
Yep, I'll see you tomorrow night, I guess.
All right.
Thank
Cool.
you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
And I'm going to put my email in there too. So if you do get those statistics, I'd love to see that.
Oh, sure, of course. I can get that for you tomorrow.
Awesome.
So I will connect you actually by email.
Okay, good.
So this is
Nice.
right here. I'm going to save it as well. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great
You're
night.
welcome.
Bye-bye.
It was a pleasure meeting all of you.
Being here.
Good night. Be
Have
well.
a good night, y'all.